Okay, but all that aside, Boston. Let's talk about Boston.
Boston,
I work
self-titled.
every day. Let's talk about Boston.
That's right. Boston,
Boston.
self-titled.
It's
Debut album,
Boston.
Deep Dive.
1976, son.
Yeah,
August
that's what's that.
1976.
He put it. I did not. I actually just. I was lazy on this one. I just put 1976 across the top of my page.
Yeah, man.
Such a
The
great
year.
album. Such an iconic album.
It's a
Yes.
great album, man. It really is.
And how
Yeah.
badass is that
Not.
album?
I
cover?
honestly
love
Dude,
don't
I
think
was
there's
gonna
a
say
bad
that.
sounding song.
No, it's a great album all around. All the songs are
Yeah,
good. But
all
yeah,
around. All the songs
I
are good.
totally
The
think
sound of it.
no, the album cover is definitely
Yeah.
fucking. That one's one of the best ever, I think.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
you know, it took me years growing up, and Dad finally pointed out to me that
Oh,
it was a damn guitar, bro.
Yeah. I never knew it was a guitar.
Took me years, and then like once he said, he's
same.
like, it's a guitar. I was like, oh shit.
There's three of them.
Yeah,
I just pointed that out to Dalton. I got my laptop right here in front of me, and I got it hooked up to the TV, so I was just jamming the album and stuff. And I was like, Dalton, you ever notice how those are guitars? And he was like, no, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
And
like,
if you notice,
it took
if
me
you
some
notice,
years
there's
too
like-
to notice that.
Yeah, there's like 6 tuning pegs, but there's only 4 strings.
That's right.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier.
Yeah, it's
It's really badass.
Yeah, it looks like a damn what the hell are they called? The round
Spaceship.
back
Oh,
ovation. It is.
Yeah.
It looks like an ovation
guitar.
acoustic. Yeah, it's sweet. I mean, I was thinking about that too. I was sitting here looking at it on my laptop, and I was like, man, that art is phenomenal. Like for the time too, you know what I mean? Compare when everybody was doing like goofy paint stuff, or I don't know.
Maybe
I
one
wasn't
day,
alive back then, so really, I'm not gonna say that.
maybe one day
But-
we'll get somebody to paint us an album cover like that.
That's right. Yeah, theirs is
that'd be
definitely.
cool.
But
a
like
banger.
in that style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I thought about that. We've actually talked about that, Timmy,
Yeah, man.
about
What
having
about
a
doing it in
logo.
the Boston style?
Yep, doing a Boston.
Well,
we talked
I mean,
about that.
like
With
a
the
painting,
New Horizon,
you know?
we talked about it.
Yeah.
If y'all
Well,
don't
I think
remember,
that's,
we talked about that.
Ain't that in every Boston cover?
Something
No,
like that. The
it's
art,
like
the
it's
art
a spaceship.
style.
No,
It was
isn't it
that
the
one-
spaceship though?
It was that
Isn't
one
it the
and
spaceship on everyone?
no, it
I'm
was
not
that
sure.
one and Don't Look Back. On third stage, it was like I don't know if that was like a spacecraft or like
could tell you
something
that.
that's supposed to be like the International Space Station type deal, but it looks like a real picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It wasn't
is.
like a painted picture.
It is. It's a spaceship.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought it was all the. I'm not well versed in the rest of the Boston albums. I mostly
Me
just
neither.
heard this one.
Me neither. I just hadn't had my laptop open this time, so I could.
I
Google
think
it.
they put out like 6 albums, but
Yeah, it ain't a lot.
I find myself listening to the first 2 the most, which would be the Boston album and the Don't Look Back album. And I mean, there's some good stuff on Third Stage. Which is the
third stage
album.
is like a spaceship coming into Earth.
And then there was I think it was the album after that they did a song, like 2 or 3 of the songs that wound up on their greatest hits, which also looks like it's like a variation of the Don't Look Back album.
Oh yeah.
And that one has that was like Higher Power, where he does.
Oh, dude, I love Higher Power.
Song, I had a good
awesome
time.
song.
I want to say they were on like the 4th album, and the song "I Need Your Love." And if you know, actually, before we get into the first album, that song "I Need Your Love" on the Greatest Hits album is the only song on the Greatest Hits album that's actually not Brad Delp singing. It's the other guy that played.
Really?
I think his name's like Tommy something, some shit like that. Yeah. Because when Brad came back, they toured with both singers.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah. And that I've seen some of that live footage, man. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen some live videos of them back in like the 70s playing like a football stadium or something. Dude, that sounds so good.
Oh yeah.
For being like a recording from the 70s, dude, like a live recording, that shit sounded like wow.
Was it
spot on?
Tommy DiCarlo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that guy.
That's the singer.
Yeah, I think that's who still sings for him after Brad died. That's the guy who still sings for him. Yeah, he's a really good singer, man. He's got a really good voice. It's not as like pure and dude. Nobody has a voice like Brad though.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Brad had such. I mean, honestly, I think like underrated as like top singers and stuff. His voice is just like it's badass.
Oh, it's really good.
I watched video like y'all are saying. I watched videos of him live, and it was just like
I think he was like my number
his
one.
vocals just blow.
I mean, that dude fucking kills.
Yeah, he was your top singer when we did that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was listening to the album before this, and I was like, damn, no wonder he was on Timmy's fucking list.
Yeah, man, that guy kills.
Yeah, me too. That's all. Like, God.
Then I was listening to Tom Schultz, and I was like, "Damn, why wasn't he on my list?"
yeah, exactly, dude. That's how I felt too. When he said Brad Delp, I was like, "Damn it, how did I overlook that?"
Dude, I was telling Trey the other day when he would come to the house, and before he left, I was telling him I forgot to put Janie Lane on my singers list, and he's been one of my favorite singers for all time. I tried to name my kid after the guy. That's where the Lane part in Lily's name comes from. Because Lily was like, "You ain't naming our daughter Janie." She's like, "Nah." Well, I mean, but anyway, let's talk some Boston, guys.
Yeah. Y'all want to? I think Timmy's
our top 3 favorite songs.
Yeah. You want to do the top 3?
We're going to talk about our least favorite song on the album.
And then some fun facts in between.
Oh yeah, all the good stuff.
Yeah, I think Trey went first last time, so it's either you or me, Timmy.
Yeah, you go, Jimbo. We'll go in clockwise manner.
Me, all right.
Yeah, you go. You and Trey.
You want to do the least favorite song first?
Yes.
Since it's just one.
Yeah.
Least favorite song on this one for me is definitely going to be "Smoking."
Oh wow!
I didn't even realize it was on this album. I thought it was on the "Don't Look Back" album, and "Don't Look Back" was on this album for whatever fucking reason. Might be like Led Zeppelin had "Houses of the Holy" and they had the album "Houses of the Holy" and the song, but the song wasn't on the album.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd did that with "Dark Side of the Moon."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon came out after Dark Side of the Moon album came out. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was on the next album.
They were like, we're going to have to come out with a song. I'm going to call this song Dark Side of the Moon.
What was the song after that? I mean, the album after that.
I think that was "Wish You Were Here," if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I went through my Pink Floyd catalog. I'm pretty sure
same.
Dark Side of the Moon and then "Wish You Were Here," I think is how it went. I could be wrong. That's probably a question more aimed at Justin, who unfortunately is not here tonight.
He's not here tonight. Oh, well.
Yeah, Justin or Tim, you could call Tim. He would probably know.
Yeah.
He's a huge Floyd.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about Pink Floyd. We're talking about Boston.
We're not.
But "Smoking" would probably be my least favorite. It's just,
yeah.
I mean, I'll listen to it, but
I like "Smoking."
Not really my jam.
Oh, I love "Smoking."
Yeah.
It's got a.
I mean, the whole album's great. I love the whole album.
Yeah.
But it's not like I hate the song. It's just, that's definitely on the bottom for me as far as that album goes.
That surprised me, actually. I ain't gonna lie. It's not. It's not my bottom, but it's not my top either. So.
Yeah. No, but top 3.
I love it. It's a great song.
It's only 8 songs.
I know. That's what I like.
It's not the top, it's not the bottom. Anyway, number 3.
Hey, I thought we were doing.
Are we gonna go around? Yeah. Jimbo.
Oh, we're doing it.
I thought we've been doing it. Ah.
No, I thought you were going to make me do the whole list. But no, we can do that.
Oh, I see.
We did that for the.
We've been doing it every time now. Yep, we've been doing it every time now, going around. We did it on the last one too. We went around each time.
It's Trey's job.
No, if we're gonna do that with our normal, if we're gonna do it with our normal bands, we can do that too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's. I mean, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
All right, my least favorite song on this album is going to be. I have to agree with Jimbo. It's going to be "Smoking."
It's "Smoking."
Yeah, I was telling Jimbo we were having technical difficulties before the show actually started, and I was telling Jimbo right before you jumped on, Trey, that "Smoking" is actually one of my least favorite Boston's songs across their entire catalog. It's not just to this album.
Yeah, you know I like the beat of it.
I don't know. Part of me wants to say I just heard it so much, but I mean, it's not a bad song. I'm not going to knock the song and say it like sucks or anything. It's just I don't care for it, man. I don't. To me, it's like the furthest thing from a Boston song, if that makes any sense. Like the only thing Boston about it is like the harmonies. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's still a Boston song.
Yeah, I was about to say now. Hold on now.
I just don't like it.
Dude, I'll tell you, it's up there with like Cooley Engines.
I'd probably listen to that before I listen to "Smoking."
I would rather listen to "Smoking" than Cooley Engines.
But you know, that's just me. But yeah, I don't care for "Smoking." I told Jimbo that I would the only time I listen to that song is when it's out of my control.
Yeah.
Like I will skip this song listening to this album. Unless I'm like just in there doing additions and it's like playing on Pandora or something.
I ain't gonna lie, I did too.
Yeah, no, but I'm
guilty of that too.
I'm not going to take away from the song. I know plenty of people that
I think it's maybe because they played on the radio so much, so I get that.
Dude, they play that whole album on the radio so much.
Yeah, I know, but it's still
down here.
All the songs I play,
bro, it's like fucking.
It's always "Smoking" and "More Than a Feeling."
Yeah, and everyone's
"Smoking" and "More Than a Feeling." Oh, yeah, dude, that's exactly.
There's so much better songs on the album.
Play.
I swear.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Trey, what's your least favorite song?
My least favorite is "Smoke." No, I'm kidding. No, my least favorite song is "Let Me Take You Home Tonight." It's got great harmonies and it's a great song, but I just think the lyrics are kind of creepy and like stalker-like.
Get the stalker vibe.
I've been watching you for a while now. You know what I mean? Like, all right, buddy, you're pushing it a little bit. Just
calm down.
Give her some space, man. I'm just saying, bro.
It's a Ted Bundy song, bro.
Yeah, giving off some Major Dahmer vibes.
Yeah. He's over here driving. He said Bundy over driving in the little Beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beetle.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be wild if that was the song he listened to while he was fucking creeping on people?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm about to look it up. No, okay.
Nah, I mean, you listen to "Smoking."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's my fucking turn.
I mean, that's mine. That's just mine right there. Because,
no, I get it.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Like I'm over here, like I gotta look up the lyrics to it just because it's just I was like
in my top 3. I will say that it's a good song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I like it better than "Smoking."
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you listen like the beginning, it's like now I'm not like this. I'm really kind of shy. I don't know. It's the lyrics to me are just cheesy, weird, creepy in a way. I don't know. That's just me personally. It's a great song that has great backups. The song itself is great. Other than that, I don't know. Overall song, it's a great song. They do not have a bad song on that album.
Every time
that album kills.
Now that's all I'm gonna think about.
Yep. See, when I heard it, I was like,
the Bundy song.
Yeah, bro.
It's the Bundy song. I think of a little yellow beetle. Little yellow beetle just creeping by.
Anyway, getting away from the serial killers.
Yeah, let's get away from the serial killer.
All right, Jimbo, what's your
my number 3?
Yeah, what's your number 3, buddy?
My number 3.
Dun, dun, dun.
Man, I was gonna say it's gonna be a toss up, but I'm gonna make a game time decision, and I'm gonna say
Come on now.
Hitch a Ride.
Hail Mary.
Hitch a Ride.
Hey, that's
number
what's up,
3.
Dude.
Yep.
Hell yeah, I love Hitch a Ride.
It was gonna be Rock and Roll Band or Hitch a Ride, but so I went with Hitch a Ride.
I got you.
Yeah. Can't hitch a
No,
ride.
I like that. I love that song, dude.
You can hitch a ride, or you can let me take you home tonight. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Get in this fucking car.
Trey's gonna make it all about
quote Bundy.
Now, God.
Quote Bundy. Someone's gonna be on here like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys talk like that.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting and rude.
Yeah.
It's just foreplay.
It's been a long time.
He's gonna love you for a long time.
Hey, it's just something about you.
It's been a long time.
It brings a whole new meaning the more.
That's just a piece of my mind.
I'm telling you. Just something about you.
We could go on and make a whole meme about this whole fucking album. Yeah, that's just a piece of my mind because it's more than a feeling.
Yeah.
I'm in a rock and roll band.
Christ. Anyway, my number 3 was also a toss-up between More Than a Feeling.
Am I the only one that can make hard decisions here?
And Something About You.
I made a game time decision.
And I'm going to say that if I had to choose it, More Than a Feeling has always been a big part of my Boston, repertoire. But if I had to choose between them two, I'd say probably Something About You would be my more favorite song. So I'd put Something About You as number 3, and I'd have to put, More Than a Feeling at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because that's More Than a Feeling's a fucking amazing song. But and that was their first single off this album.
Dude, that was actually going to be my least favorite song, and then I listened to it again before we started.
It
grabbed me. It grabbed me, and I was like, "Oh man, that song's awesome."
It was More Than a Feeling.
It was More Than a Feeling.
Is a great fucking song. That song,
fucking amazing song.
It's like starts off all nice and slow, and then all of a sudden just kicks in with the fucking guitars and shit.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, I was just thinking that same thing.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I almost made that my number 3.
Well, Trey, what is your number 3?
That's where I was gonna. My number 3 is Rock and Roll Band. I love Rock and Roll Band, but I ain't gonna lie. I was literally about to write some. I put a star beside Something About You because it's like in the beginning when the lyrics are coming in, like when it starts kicking in, it's like a call and response almost between the how they do the backups and call and response like. Not a question, but and I just love
about you. I want you to know.
Oh, exactly. I love that, man. I was like, dude, that shit kicks ass. It's killer.
Yeah.
And the harmonies and the guitar. I mean, dude, the guitars in that is just
I don't know why. I like the harmonies, but that's probably some of my favorite harmonies on the album. I'm not completely sure why, but on that song,
when they
do the
something
chorus
about that. Yeah.
Something about that swell they do.
I was gonna say the same thing, dude. The same exact thing. That's exactly why. I think that's why I tend to pull more towards that song because of that. I love it. That's actually when we started when we were having technical difficulties with the first start of the video. That's actually I had that playing on the laptop going through the TV in the background.
Nice.
When I first answered the call, I was like, hell yeah, coming in. Because I was just listening to that. I'm like, hell yeah. Love it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So that's my number 3.
What you got Jimbo? For number 2, Jimbo?
What you got for your number 2?
I'd say Peace of Mind.
Nice.
For my number 2, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Another great song.
Yeah. I love the I love the part when it kicks into the solo. Da 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 da.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That little part there when they throw it in there.
Yeah.
That little. It's not a walk down, but da 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 da.
It's like a walk down there.
It's like a walk down. I don't think it is a walk down.
I'm over here like I'm about to play it.
Yeah, I gotta play it.
Yeah.
Nah, I love that song, dude.
That's also my number 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because
me and Timmy have the same list.
Is it?
Yeah, swear to God.
Is it me or is it? Well, see, man, I'll tell you one thing I do love about that song is just this whole album. In a time where, and we'll get into some more of the background on this, but you got to think, most of this 90-something% of this album was recorded in Tom Scholz's basement, bro.
I thought all of it was.
Listen to.
They did Take Me Home Tonight in L.A., I think.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
Listen to a lot of the other music in 1976. Recorded in big production studios.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them albums have that nice, clean, in-your-face acoustic fucking recording, bro.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Clean.
I was gonna say you can compare this to was it Hotel California came out in '76, and honestly, I'd arguably say that like you just said, very clean. This could be a cleaner album, and it was done in a basement.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying
that's cleaner than albums now. Like
that's what I'm getting at. Like literally, I was just thinking the same thing. I was just talking to Dalton about it.
You know what I mean? Hitch a Ride, fucking in Peace of Mind, bro. Them acoustic parts in those songs sound so amazing. Killer.
Yeah. It's because Tom Scholz is the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're recording it.
Yeah, I read they only recorded it for like a few $1,000s.
Oh, that's believable.
Which was like unheard of back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you got to think a lot of that's probably money and buying shit to build the studio with. Like you got to think he made a lot of the
electronics and stuff.
That they
he made the sound, like his guitar amplifiers or whatever, and all that.
Yeah.
You got to think he was going to college he went to college for sound engineering and stuff. A lot of people don't know that he literally created his own pedals.
Oh, yeah.
His own, like we were talking about in the other video, the Walkman was based on, like Sony based that off of one of his, either the Rockman or like that tape one that slowed it down so you can learn guitar stuff. I mean, dude is a genius.
Yeah.
Hands down genius.
I can't even think of it. Somebody messaged our drummer the other day. They commented on Roger's. He had actually posted about the podcast and shared a link to Can't Stop From Loving You. And one of the dude named Dale, who actually played in a bunch of bands, but him and a couple other guys actually had like a bunch of equipment, was running sound and shit. Me and Trey actually did some shows with them. But he was like, man, I love the production on the album, and he's like, man, it sounds so clean, so nice. And
can you give me a Coke?
And Roger told him, he's like, they did all that shit in house. You know what I mean? Like he thought we went to some, like studio, paid somebody to record us and shit. And he's like, no, he's like, man, he's like, Timmy built a studio. He's like, they fucking did it over there in that studio. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, goddamn. I was like, yeah,
I was literally just talking to Dalton about it. I was like, man.
It took like fucking, I don't want people to think we got like shitloads of money and it happened overnight. I mean, it took like 2 whole years to build this motherfucker.
It's still a whole piece of work.
I swear to God.
Hey, we have a window now.
That is correct.
It's a nice window too.
The air will
covered up by a Texas flag because Trey refuses to buy me a North Carolina flag. She was gonna buy me a South Carolina flag.
I will get you. Yeah, I did say I was gonna get you a South Carolina flag. I will buy a Georgia flag now.
Yeah. I was like, man, I need a North Carolina flag to cover that.
I'll get a North Carolina
flag. I got you a South Carolina flag coming your way.
South Carolina
mustard sauce.
We'll have all the damn
God.
We'll have all the state flags in there eventually.
Well, that was the plan.
As long I was gonna fuck with you and be like, I'm gonna get you a California flag.
I mean,
we'll put California and South Carolina in the back.
I wanted to get just little ones, you know what I mean, so we could like hang them around the border all through here.
Yeah.
What we ought to do is make that a goal. Everywhere we play, every state, we got to get the state flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be cool. I'm just saying. What do you think, people? Let us know.
Yeah.
Fly me out. Fly us to Cali. We'll play a show.
Trey, what's your number 2, bud?
My number 2 is also Peace of Mind.
Fuck
That's why I was laughing. I was like, hey, that is the number 2 song.
Hell yeah.
Say, right? That's why I was laughing. Jimbo was like, yeah, he's like, Peace of Mind. I was like, yeah, Timmy, we got the same list, Peace of Mind. I was like, hey, me too, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that song is just, it's awesome.
I'm going to go back and listen to all our podcasts, and like every song that we got where we all chose one, I'm going to start putting it on a board. So I'm going to make like our ultimate top 10 list of songs.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's cool. That's what's up.
We're talking about, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to rank them, like them 10 songs.
You know I mean? Man, that'll be rough.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Make
Jimbo
it real
and Trey
hard.
And Timmy picked this song, and they had this song. You know, like Peace of Mind would be on there. So we'll have them, and then now we got to rank these.
Yeah, top Peace of Mind. Peace of Mind is gonna be number 1. I'm putting a star by it.
Oh yeah, let me mark that down.
Yeah,
write that down.
I'm writing it down.
Write down. Everyone. Parentheses. Yo.
Hell yeah.
What's your number 1, Jimbo?
Oh man.
With
That's
a bullet.
Crazy already there.
Trey, were you done talking about your number 2?
I mean, we all talked about it. So.
Okay.
It's our number 2.
Yeah, our number 2.
Our number 2. That's Blotter's number 2.
Blotter's number 2. Solid.
There's only been like 3 instances, I think, or 2 instances. Yeah, 3. And this is like the 3rd time that we've all had the same song at the same number.
Right.
Like we've all had
what was the other
songs on our, one of
Piece
them was
of Blotter.
One of them was a damn Van Halen song, and I can't think of it. And I don't remember.
I have to go back and do the same thing. I have to go watch all the podcasts.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look at my.
That'll be notes. Something. I will send you a free T-shirt if you can tell us all the songs that we had that are the same. Whoever's watching this, if you go through all our podcasts and you can tell us what songs we all chose together, I'll send you a T-shirt.
Yeah,
there'll be a super fan out there somewhere.
Yeah, a super fan out there somewhere. I will give me your address, and or email me whatever. I'll send it to you.
That's right.
Might not be the best thing to bring up after you talking about the
Ted
Bundy song.
God.
We'll push that to the back burner, okay? No Beatles. No Beatles.
Instead of the Beatle, he's got the Vega.
I won't Vega. I won't wear the shirt, I promise. It's folded up, put away. It's a brand new shirt. I've never wore it.
In his drawer.
It is in my drawer at the house. I got 2 of them, a black one and a white one. I've never wore them, anything. They're just folded up.
For complaints, that's Trey at blotterpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
Totally. That's right.
Just let him know.
That's my business email.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jimbo,
number
one for me is foreplay/long time. Dude,
I think foreplay is everybody's number 1.
Yeah, that intro.
Oh, you talking about the song? My bad. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yes, Timmy.
Yeah.
It's ruined it. Did you see my face?
Nah, man. Yeah. That's probably one of the best intros for any song ever.
Yeah.
That's a fucking hell of an intro.
Like, that is just, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I love it. I
love the bass line when the bass line comes in with the doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just telling Dalton that. I was like, dude, For anyone that don't know, Dalton's a close friend of ours, and he also works with me. He's over there. He's rooming with me. He's over there.
If you
now,
ever
Timmy,
notice,
did Tom Schultz play the bass on that?
I know he played most of the instruments on that album, but he did have Sib and the other.
He did have a couple guys come in.
The guys that are on the back of the album.
Yeah,
all of them did play on something somewhere on the album.
Yeah.
But who actually played bass on that, I'm not entirely sure on that song. I do know that he did a lot of overdubs with his like he played the organ on that. Mm-hmm. But if you also listen when the bass first kicks in, he plays the piano over the bass line with it. That's why it's so bright.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a lot of treble on it or something.
Nah, dude, it's like that was a big thing to do in the 70s. If you listen to not to jump away from Boston,
oh wow,
real quick. If you listen to Detroit Rock City, came out in 76 too. Bob Ezrin actually did that during Detroit Rock City when it goes down. The reason the bass sounds so bright is because there's a piano in there doing the same thing with the bass.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Extra low end.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's a thing to do. Apparently. All kinds of cool things.
No, well, I love I love the lyrics. They're so catchy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Fran Sheehan. Yeah.
Fran Sheehan supposedly played bass on Foreplay, but Tom Shaw played bass on Long Time.
Yeah.
Huh.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's still we're still counting it as the same song though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, but you know how they have the space.
I guess you could make that its own song. It kind of is already.
It's labeled as one song. Like if you think about it, it's a slash in there, but it's one
conversation with Lydia earlier about the Hellion into Electric Eye.
See,
I was like, I counted it as one song, even though
it's a grand.
Technically,
technically, it's two songs.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, but when I see something like that, I think of the first Black Sabbath album.
Yeah,
it's like if you look on it, there's only like 5 lines of the names of the songs, and then like 2 or 3 of them, there's like 3 slashes.
Yeah, like War Pigs.
War Pigs slash
Luke's Wall.
Luke's Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Luke's Wall.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with 2112. People think 2112 is like a 21-minute song. It's actually like 6 songs and just you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
So Foreplay Long Time. I got you, bro.
Foreplay Long Time, number 1. Timmy?
What's your number 1?
Is that
Timmy?
like a Foreplay Long Time? Is that something you can buy at the massage parlor?
2 for 1 special.
Yeah, the Foreplay Long Time. Hell yeah.
Costs extra.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hitch a ride.
For anybody
here we go.
That's Timmy at Blotter Gmail.
Let me take you home tonight.
We gotta make us some
peace of mind.
So we can just
some
hold them
t-shirts. Yeah.
My number 1 song, my favorite song on this whole album is also Smoking. No. My favorite song on this whole album is actually Hitch a Ride.
Yeah.
I knew that. Somehow I knew that was going to be on this top 3 when you said that was your number 3.
That's my number 1 song, man. That's my favorite song on that whole album.
Dang. I hear you.
I mean, I fucking love it, man. And just honestly, the damn acoustic at the very beginning of that song just sounds so amazing.
Man, I actually read, speaking of that acoustic, that despite Brad Delp being like provided like a multi-$1,000 Taylor guitar, Schultz actually used like $100 Yamaha.
I believe it.
Yeah.
To record all of like acoustic shit on that album.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's how you do it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
I brought this up on the last podcast. That documentary that had Jimmy Page, The Edge, and Jack White.
Yeah.
That was one of the things Jack White said in that documentary. Was he was talking about like learning to play guitar and shit. He's like, like, you want to do it the easy way? You go get you a $high guitar.
Yeah.
Go get you the Les Paul. Go get whatever. He's like, you want to do it the right way? You go find the cheapest piece of shit fucking instrument you can find and make that shit sound good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Timmy used to talk about that. If you can make a cheap guitar sound great,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Dude, that's what Dad always said. If you can, he'd be like, if you can fucking sound good on a shitty PA, son, you'll sound good on a great one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
you know what I mean?
Learn how to use it.
Bro, Kevin Lehman. Shout out to Kevin, man. Local guy. Does a lot of recording stuff and shit. Back when we used to do demos at his house and stuff, he told me one
garage.
Time, he was like, he said, you can mix a song on the best speakers in the world and it'll sound good. He said that's not the goal though. He said the goal is to make it sound good on every speaker.
Yeah.
Like I would watch him do a first mix, like his first mix down would be in a set of like fucking $2 headphones from like the Dollar General. Like the most mid-range crappy sounding headphones you ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
And he would mix it, and he's the one that taught me to do your first mix in mono. He would be like, mix it in mono and make sure you can hear everything where it's supposed to be, because everything's stacked right on top of each other. Nothing's panned, like you can't hear any panning or anything. He's like, even if you pan your guitars, 100% left and right, when you're in mono, it all sounds like it's coming straight down the middle. It's all stacked on top of each other. Yeah. And he was like, you need to adjust all your volumes, get everything close to where you want it in that. He said, then switch it into stereo. And it would like explode. And I was like, God damn, son. And, you know what I mean? But he would mix, and then he'd play this shit on like these expensive speakers and shit. It would sound amazing. I was like, fucking, you're a genius. You know what I mean? But he was just like, no, I've only been doing this for like 30 years.
That's like thumbnail.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, no, I feel you on that. One of my favorite microphones to use in the studio, man. I record my drums with like SM57s and shit. Yeah, I mean they're like $100 a microphone, and you're recording the whole drum set. That gets expensive, but one of my favorite vocal mics is that the MXL? Yeah, and it's like you can pick it up for anybody that's listening to this, and you want a nice, decent condenser mic. It was like $119. Wasn't expensive, and it sounds fucking great. Yeah. Like it sounds better than that $400 microphone I got. That's why I don't rarely use that damn thing. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but this thing, good God.
Yeah.
It does the same thing. I don't have to have a preamp if I don't want to. That's a beautiful thing about it. Yeah. Trey, what's your number one, buddy?
I mean, do I have to?
Dude's gonna say smoking.
No, fuck. It's obvious. It's foreplay, long time. I thought you was gonna complete the circle again, Timmy.
Yeah,
and
I thought
you did
he
not.
was too.
Disappointed me when he said, "I think that's all of our number." I was like, "Hey!" And then you were like, "Hit your ride." I was like, "Oh, it's a good one.
Oh,
it's a good one." Just you got my hopes up on. Hey, 2 for 1. I guess
Jimbo had "Hit Your Ride" on his list too.
That is true.
It's a good song, man.
It's a great song. Yeah.
Gonna hit you right straight to the other side.
Oh yeah.
I think Justin brought that up on that last.
I love that song.
Podcast we were talking about.
Speaking of this album, so not only was it recorded in the basement, here's a fun fact for you. None of the band members sing on that album. Every voice you hear is Brad Delp. Every harmony, every single backup is all Brad.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He did every single piece. He did it on the second album too.
Damn.
I mean, so it was mostly Brad and Tom. And I brought this up in the guitar players podcast when we were talking about Tom Schultz, is that when Capitol Records signed Boston, they only signed Brad Delp and Tom Schultz as Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was them two guys. The rest of them, they didn't give a fuck about, I guess. Like they weren't.
Yeah,
weren't.
He just got Boston,
you know what I mean?
He just got people to like hire guns.
Yeah.
Kind of deal to tour with.
Yeah.
After the fact.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
They just paid him as they call them something. It's musicians for hire, I think is how you have to license it when you do the
Yeah.
Hired guns.
Yeah, that's what we call them, hired guns. Musicians for hire.
Yeah.
Paid them, I call them that after that Netflix show.
Yeah. No, I read Brad Delp actually quit the band because they weren't making any money and it wasn't going anywhere. Because I guess they sent the demo off to like a bunch of record companies and it got sent back like every time.
Yeah.
They shopped around with it for a while and no one got no takers on it. But Tom Schultz convinced him. He's like, all right, well, you don't have to be in the band, you don't have to do anything, but will you at least come do the vocals for me?
Right.
And that's what like kept him in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
They sent it to Eddie Kramer, the legendary producer, and he actually, there's a video, I know it's on YouTube, but it's everywhere. You can hear Eddie Kramer talk about it. And he was working for I think he was working at Electric Lady in New York at the time.
Ladyland.
Yeah, I think he was working there at the time. I know that he was doing jobs in there, but I can't remember if he was actually like contracted through like who owned it. Was like Warner Brothers or Casablanca. One of them was a big anyway. But he had two options. He was toying with the idea of doing Kiss live. They wanted to record a live album of Kiss. And he got the Boston album at the same time. And Neil Bogart, the Casablanca record company owner, was like, Eddie, we really want you to come do this. We think you're the best one to be able to capture this band live. And so he had to make a decision on whether he wanted to do the Boston album or whether he wanted to do Kiss Alive. And he's like, I listened to the album. He's like, and I sent it back to him. He's like, but I sent him a note and was just like, hey, there's nothing I can do for this album. Just put it out as it is. And that's what happened. Like,
no, that's wild.
That's fucking crazy, bro. And Eddie Kramer's like, hey, your shit's like, there's nothing more I can do to that. Just put it out like it is. I mean, that's fucking saying something.
Yeah.
Of course, then again, listen to those fucking acoustic guitars on that album.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, just them alone is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I actually read that the album as it isn't the demo, because when they did the demo, they eventually when they got signed, they wanted them to redo the demo, like make it the official thing. But Tom Schultz still wound up recording it in his basement. So the album literally just sounded exactly like the demo. Yeah, so like they basically just re-recorded the whole thing.
Yeah,
well, it took
in the same manner.
He said it took like more than a feeling. It took him like 6 years to actually write that song and like get it how they wanted it and then record it. 6 years.
Well, they are like infamous to look for like very extended periods writing an album.
Oh yeah. Well, their first two albums come out 2 years apart. You know what I mean?
Which is surprising.
Well, and that was but after Don't Look Back, it wasn't until like 1986 that the third album came out. That was almost 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the next one was like, 2003 or something?
Late 90s, I think, or early 2000s. Late 90s. Yeah.
But yeah, they've only had like, 5 albums out?
6 altogether.
Yeah.
And then, the greatest hits if you count that one.
Well, I mean, when you knock it out of the park with that first album, I mean, shit.
Well, the first
you don't even need it.
Were
huge.
You know what I mean? Look, this album alone sold 16 million copies. That's certified diamond. That's almost certified double diamond.
That's a lot of albums.
And they said that it was already platinum. It shipped platinum or double platinum because the single was More Than a Feeling. And when it came out, it exploded. And what's crazy is that song didn't even go to number 1. It only went to number 5. Yeah.
As popular as it was, that's surprising.
Yeah, the only number 1 song they ever had was Amanda, actually.
Really?
Well, apparently that was just off of hearing More Than a Feeling on the radio, they were able to sell out that first tour. They sold out every single show everywhere.
Yeah.
The executives said that there was most established big bands didn't they did really well in certain markets, certain areas of the country, but then they'd hit I don't know, say somewhere in the Midwest, and then it wouldn't be as big. But no, Boston,
Arkansas.
Boston, every single place they fucking sold out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe
this album is. I know in the United States, this album is the biggest selling debut album of all time.
It's actually it's number 2. Number 1 is Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, but I mean that one was fucking massive too. So not surprising.
And a lot of that was off of one song. You know what I mean? I can't speak for the Appetite album, but I know with this album, it was it shipped platinum because of one song. That's fucking saying something.
Yeah,
and but then it's not like that's the only good song on the album. That whole fucking album is full of great songs. That I think the only fucking song, if I'm not mistaken, the only song that didn't make it on their greatest hits album is either Let Me Take You Home. No, Hitch a Ride. Hitch a Ride's the only song that they didn't put on the greatest hits album off of that fucking album.
You think they just throw it on there? Just
yeah.
That first album, man. Everything was a smash hit.
I'm telling you.
And I think there was only 3 singles they put off of that.
Yeah. But think about this too, bro. Think about how 16 million copies, dude. Fucking Eliminator in the 80s, the ZZ Top album, was massive, and it only sold 11 million copies. It was diamond. You know what I mean? It was a diamond album too, but goddamn fucking come on, dude. 16 million copies, bro.
It's a shitload of albums, dude.
Fucking A.
Yeah. They've sold more than 20 million so far.
In 16 million.
It says it doesn't have an exact number, but it says more than 20 million. And Boston, you're right, Timmy. September 27th, 1986. That was Amanda was their first number 1, which is wow.
Yeah.
That is my least favorite Boston song.
I was about to say, I know Jimbo's not a fan. I love that song. I know Timmy loves it too.
I like
Jimbo.
it. I still put it at the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
I thought you said Smoking was at the bottom of your list.
No, Smoking is. This is the next song.
It's right above Smoking.
Yeah. When I'm talking the entire Boston catalog, I'm not saying it's a bad song. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Me and Trey, I used to have a video of me and Trey sitting on the hood of his fucking Blazer playing Amanda, singing it in harmony on a ferry on the fucking way to Ocracoke.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing to do for 3 hours except for look at fucking seagulls and goddamn play acoustics.
And be real close to other people in other cars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're cramped in there.
Pack them in on the ferry, boy. Sardines.
Moving this fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. I swear they slowed down when we got out there, too. You'd think they'd open it up. Trey was like, I can shit faster than this, bro.
That's great.
But
man, I read this really cool thing about that tour too. When they went on that first tour, they wound up opening for Foghat and Black Sabbath.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
It's a hell of a fucking.
Apparently Foghat fucking hated them.
I believe it.
Like they were because they got so big so quick. Foghat was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
kind of.
Dude, they're great.
A little bit of jealousy.
They're great. Jealous.
Who
I was about to say jealousy.
Who do you think's better, Boston or Foghat?
Oh, definitely Boston.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, Foghat, but there's no fight there.
I would have to say
it is what it is.
I like
Foghat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
nah, dude. Fucking.
I love their guitar sound.
Yeah. But no, when they're opening for Black Sabbath, when they opened for Black Sabbath, they loved opening for Black Sabbath because Black Sabbath never did sound checks.
Nice.
Oh, dude.
So like they were like given like free range and as much time as they wanted to do like their sound checks.
Dude, yeah, that's awesome.
I'd love Black Sabbath too.
Ozzy was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead. I don't care."
Yeah, that's crazy. They didn't do sound check. That's cool in itself, I guess. That's also like, all right.
Iffy, questionable, but whatever.
It is.
There's some bands that just
General's Gap. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all you need. Dalton's trying to sleep. I'm over here.
I know. I know that.
It's podcast time, baby.
Diamond Dave was saying that in the Van Halen days and stuff that a lot of times they didn't, like when they were opening up for bands, that they didn't get sound checks. So the reason Van Halen always opened up with like a big E chord and like ringing out cymbals and shit, and you hear Dave going, "Hey, yeah, wow." That was the sound check.
That was the sound check.
Yeah. And they break into the song. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, there it is. We're all sitting there fucking thinking, "This is
like
awesome. Check this out." Fucking, they're up there. That's actually their sound check. You know?
Yeah, that sounds like us at Hooligans. I was about to say, I think didn't we do that at Hooligans?
Oh yeah, it was like on the fly sound check.
Yeah,
there was like a bunch of bands supposed to play. We were gonna play third, and they're like, "Oh yeah," so those other guys, everybody else cut out. Just like you and two other bands. Like, all right, hit it right now.
Yeah, that was a wild show too, man. I can't believe that happened to us. For anybody that doesn't know, we were playing a show and with two touring acts, and there was supposed to be 5 bands on the bill.
Something like that.
Like we were in the venue waiting for these bands to show up so they could do sound check and stuff, and then we could load our stuff on the stage and do our sound check and everything. And then the promoter come in and was like, one fucking band just backed out. And then it wasn't like 10 minutes later, he's like, both of them fucking bands aren't showing up.
Exactly. I don't understand.
He was like, put y'all stuff on the stage, and like I think they delayed the show like 20 minutes or something, 30 minutes, and then we went up there and we just played like a longer set, like on the fly.
Speaking of, I believe it's Sniper's birthday today.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Today's Sniper's birthday.
Sniper.
Yeah, shout out to our boy Sniper. Hey, got my star right here, buddy. You watch this.
Yeah.
Right there.
Those guys kick ass too. If anybody else listening,
God.
y'all want to hear some cool shit, go check out the Midnight Devils, man.
Midnight Devils,
everything. Them guys are awesome.
Amazing live show. Those guys are awesome.
Yes.
Dude, high energy, fucking awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Every one of them are great.
Yeah, man.
Especially Sniper. He plays Charvel Stars too, so it's just like, hell yeah, that's what's up, man.
Oh yeah.
We got that guitar.
He's
got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of them. It's just awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember standing there, and Sam, the bass player, we were all standing outside, and then Sniper was like, "Oh yeah, Trey, check this out." And then y'all start spouting out fucking guitar shit, and Sam was like, "Yeah, this is about when I walk away."
yeah. Oh, dude, he had the what is it? It's like the Charvel It's like it almost looks like a WV or like the Van Halen. If you look at the picture of Eddie Van Halen with all his guitars, it's in there. He's got a Charvel that was actually built by Wayne Charvel and his son. That's like a replica of that. Yeah, that was the guitar he was showing me. Yeah, awesome. It's actually built in California. I think Mike I believe that's his name. Wayne Charvel's son. He still makes them and stuff. You can still get them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know that their drummer Jimmy. I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Jimmy Mess. He was actually playing drums with, if I'm not mistaken, with Chips Enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to say somebody said he was actually
like living at the house.
He was living with them.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And he was jamming with them, living with them, and then he had Ness on. Because Chips Enough's the one that recorded, I believe, their last album they had done.
I think so. Yeah.
He was part of the. He helped them record that. Or
for anybody that didn't catch it, we've actually played with the Midnight Devils and Enough's Enough. That was like you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was a killer show.
2023. Yeah, it was a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was awesome. Every time I hear their music on the radio now, I'm just like, yeah, I opened up with those guys. Yeah. Those guys, they were cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
One of the guitar players. He, I feel bad. I can't remember his name, man. But he played a gold top Les Paul, and that thing was sweet.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I'll tell you, fucking
kind of like Tom Shaw's. His gold top. He has like a 56.
Funny story is, so right before we got offered the Enough's Enough show, I was actually talking with our drummer Roger at his house. Like me and him were just jamming and shit. We actually played some we were playing like 80s hair metal shit and all kinds of other stuff. But we were playing around with Enough's Enough song, and we wound up taking a break, and we were standing out on this little deck there at the drum shack, and he was listening to, I want to say, Fly High Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was like 2 weeks later, they had announced Enough's Enough was going to be playing in Jacksonville. And I messaged the promoter. I knew the promoter that was doing the show. I messaged him to get tickets. I was like, hey, man, are they on sale? Yeah, how much you want for the Enough's Enough tickets, man? That's a hell of a show. And he messaged me back. He was like, y'all want on this show? And it was like, so I called Roger first before I called either one of you. And I was like, because at the time we didn't have a drummer, if y'all remember. You remember? Like it was just us three writing these songs and recording a new album and shit. And we didn't have like an actual drummer to go do live shows with. And so I was like, well, fuck, I'm going to call. So I called Roger and I was like, man, you said you would come play some drums for Blotter. I was like, would you do an original show? And he's like, what you got in mind? I was like, what do you think about opening up for Enough's Enough? He was like, you fucking kidding me? And I was like, no, man, I'm being serious. He was like, fuck yeah, man. He's like, send me the date. He's like, and then like he messaged me like right after. He's like, you better not be fucking with me about this.
Yeah. I was gonna say those guys. Chips Enough was actually talking to us after the show, and he was talking about. It was in the air, but he was talking about doing a tour with Faster Pussycats, and and he was like, I'd like to play here, and I'd like you guys to. If y'all are available, I'd like y'all to open up for us. And I was like,
yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, count me in.
Yeah. Dude, when I told Trey about it, Trey was like, I'm there. He's like,
I don't care what I'm doing.
I didn't tell him any details. I didn't
call my boss. I was like,
he was just like, I'm there.
I'm there. I don't care what day it is. Yeah, I'm there. You ain't even got to ask me. I'm on it.
Yep.
I mean, it's just opportunity. You know what I mean?
I called Jimbo, and Jimbo was like, I don't even know who these guys are, Jimmy.
Yeah. Poor Jimbo. Jimbo's like, I'm not into y'all's hair metal thing, man.
Yeah. You know what happened next?
I don't even know.
Me and Trey was like, come on, bro, you got to do it. And we just started like spamming Jimbo all kinds of shit.
Yeah, we damn sure did. I was like, look at these guys looking at Midnight Devils.
And then finally, fucking Jimbo's like, fine, fuck it.
Yeah.
I said yes, didn't I?
Yeah, like 2 days later, I was just like anxiety. I'm like, dude, If he doesn't say yes, I think I'm gonna actually kill him.
Trey's over here like convulsing and shit.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Trey keeps reflecting back to his serial killer instincts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me take you home tonight, Jimbo.
Right.
If you don't let us play this gig right here.
If you see a Vega traveling down the road,
Red Vega.
That's the Bundy mobile.
Creeping. The Bundy mobile. I might put a sticker on. I'm gonna make a sticker tomorrow that says the Bundy mobile, and I'm gonna put it on.
You can't miss it. It's got the deer whistlers up there on the rack.
Apparently, they come with those. They come with the deer whistles. It says "Party On" the back of it.
Fucking.
Nice.
Well, I got one sticker now. It's just a Guitars Etc. sticker on it.
I told Dad.
My boys.
I told Dad Uncle Michael was like, I don't know if they work. I was telling Dad about that when he come down a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about Trey's Vega. I was like, yeah, it's got little deer whistlers on there. I was like, Mike said he didn't know if they worked. Dad was like, has a deer ever hit the fucking car? I was like, doesn't look like. He goes, I guess they work then.
Idiots everywhere.
Some of that, I swear.
Idiots everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love them.
Well, y'all got any more Boston to talk about?
I got one thing to say.
What is that?
I got one little tidbit left. The original name for Boston.
Steered off.
Yeah, the original name for the band was actually Mother's Milk.
Whoa.
I'm so glad it's Boston. Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus
I'm so glad
Christ.
it's Boston.
Yeah.
I don't know why they changed it to Boston. I think it had something to do with like they're from there, and it was like
I thought that's what we're just a band from Boston.
Sound of that was like the sound from Boston at the time or something like that.
Right.
It was just that was how they embodied it.
They were the sound of Boston.
Have y'all ever watched the Dirt movie like on Netflix, like the little biopic thing that Jeffrey? Every time somebody says like an original band name and it sounds like shit, all I can think is like the Mick Mars. He's like, see, shitty name. Fucking
yeah.
He was talking about you can't have a shitty name.
Yeah.
I mean that's true.
That's what you think when you hear Mother's Milk.
Yeah, he said Mother's Milk. All I can hear is him going, see, shitty name.
Shitty name.
Yeah.
I think the Chili Peppers had an album named Mother's Milk.
Probably.
Yeah, but it wasn't the band name.
Speaking of mothers, you ever listen to the I think me and you talked about, you ever listen to the Mother Love Bone? The dude like died, like he was I think he was like out of the Seattle stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did that come on my Pandora earlier? I think I got the album saved in there, or their demo, whatever the fuck it was that come out. EP, some shit like that.
I still can't remember that dude's name. I want to say
I can't either.
Andy maybe.
I just learned it. I
always get him.
Singer of Mother Love Bone.
I always get him and the fucking guy that Axel's buddy, the
Shannon Hoon.
Yeah, I always get them two mixed up. Like every time I start talking about Mother Love, Blind Melon, I always think that's their fucking singer.
Dude, that's actually they're very underrated, man. It's too bad that dude died. Like they had some good stuff.
Oh, you're talking about Andrew Patrick Wood. Andrew Wood.
Yeah, Andrew Wood. Yeah, I was close. Andy.
Yeah. Didn't some of those guys from Mother Love Bone go on to start like another band?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. Okay, yeah.
No, they did Temple of the Dog.
Is it?
But before Pearl Jam, they did Temple of the Dog.
It was Eddie Vedder, join Mike McCready, Dave.
That was Temple of the Dog,
To form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Temple of the Dog. Temple of the Dog was like
I'm just
Chris
reading what's
Cornell.
highlighted. Right above that it says that too. They were Temple of the Dog. A reference
Mike
to a
McCready, Jeff Ament, Matt Cameron, I think it was Matt Cameron. Whichever the drummer was, he played for Pearl Jam and Soundgarden.
Yeah, and they
left Pearl Jam to play for Soundgarden.
Yeah, they got Temple of the Dog was a reference in a line, one of the lyrics in the Mother Love Bone song called Man of Golden Words.
Yeah, it was like a tribute to Andrew Wood.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah, they only do that one album.
Y'all got anything else on Boston or?
No, I'm all Boston out.
Oh, I'm just looking at Tom Schultz pedals like the Rockman and his distortion generator, like all from 80s
Of
pedals.
course he'd be looking
at of course he'd be looking at some fucking pedals.
I got them on the screen. They're on the TV right here beside me.
I don't even use pedals, guys. What are you talking about?
Hey, there's another one. There's another one for that picture we took of. It's gonna be like Trey with the phone sleeping. Like, when y'all want to talk Boston, Trey wants to talk about his pedals.
His pedals.
Tom Schultz pedals. I'm telling you, I'm about to turn my camera.
Yeah,
dude, there's so many. It's just God. The Rockman distortion generator, illiterate as hell. 17.
Can't read, can't count.
I can play the hell out of a guitar, though.
He's making double figures.
Bro, I got a fucking.
Double figures, man.
I got a fucking one of them Tom Schultz fucking pedal things around here somewhere. It might be in the attic up there. I ain't trying to.
Yeah, you were talking about a Rockman. Yeah, you were talking about
that. He'll leave Atlanta now.
Right now.
I
be there 7 hours.
I ain't trying to get the ladder out just to crawl up there and see if it's in that box or not. Though. So y'all just have to wait. I'll dig it out and send a picture. We'll post it on Facebook or some shit. Make a story of it. You know what I mean? Just found it.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, to wrap it up, give us a like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you need to do to support us. We appreciate it. Anything I want to add?
Yeah.
We love Boston.
The second half of our last podcast with Justin talking about guitar players is streaming now, so you can check that out and listen to all the jokes and all the puns that was put in there. That was great, bro. I was still laughing. I went back and listened to it. I was dying.
Jeez.
I
have not yet.
If you haven't, definitely go listen to all of our new recordings that are out. We're getting ready to drop the whole album right here directly. And we'll be sharing the album art and everything here soon too.
Hell yeah.
But Day by Day and Sunburnt and Drunk are really doing well. From everything we can see. Hello in Heaven, it's a good one too. It's out there. That'll get you in your feels. So, probably wouldn't listen to that one while you're drinking. Unless that's what you're into.
Unless that's what you're.
But
whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll love it.
And tell us what you think about our podcast. If there's something you'd like us to do, something you'd like us to change.
Yeah. We are open to suggestions.
If you can hear Dalton snoring over there.
Yeah.
Man, snoring hard, son. But he actually told me we should do the police. That's who we should. He's like, I've been catching y'all stuff here and there. I think
shut up, Dalton. That was gonna be one I pulled out later.
See, there we go. I told him we talked about it.
We're gonna act like we didn't hear.
Oh yeah. I was about to say. Speaking of
the police, man, I totally fucked up last week. I totally should have brought up Andy Summers. I don't know why I didn't have him on my guitar players. I really like Andy Summers.
Probably the same reason why you didn't have Tom Schultz on your damn list.
Probably the same reason why I didn't have the guitar player. I feel even shittier. I'm gonna have to Google his name right now.
Ooh.
Everybody's gonna have to wait for me. The guitar player to the outfield who wrote their music is bad. He's a great guitar player.
Jeff. His name Jeff something.
You guys in the outfield, man.
Dude, I fucking love the outfield. You shut your mouth.
You shut your whore mouth, Jimbo.
I don't care who gets offended by that.
That Play Deep album's shit.
That's right.
What you mean, me?
Front to back. I'll put that up there with the Boston album, bro.
His name
whole album
John Spinks.
John Spinks. Yes, I was thinking Jeff.
John Spinks.
Man.
My name is Jeff. My name is John. John Spinks. That guy.
There you go.
He always played those hot rod Telecasters, man. Hot rod Telecasters. Dude, I'm telling you. Killer. Killer.
Well, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, boys.
Hope y'all enjoyed the episode. If not,
hell yeah,
let us know why you hate it.
That's right. Please. We do not like that long-haired hippie boy on the bottom screen.
All hate mail.
Don't care.
To Trey.
He likes
making
funny jokes.
Yeah, at gmail.com.
Right.
You know.
That's right. That's right.
All right, boys. Remember,
wherever you go,
there you are. All right.